Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another beautiful day lies ahead of our beautiful nation as we continue to soar and make progress, as we continue to make more and more developments. There is a lot to take care of today, folks, so I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction as we fly through the clouds. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying the series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, lets me know what people are still interested in watching, what I should keep doing more or less of, and how I should go about doing it. Again, I look at the number of likes and comments for a quick read on interest levels, but I also read through each and every comment as well, so that if you have any, feedback, thoughts, anecdotes, opinions, ideas, whatever it might be, they will get read, they will get noticed, they will get noted, and I'll try and act on them if it makes sense to, or at least I'll try and respond to them, of course, one way or another. I want to mention as well, actually, since this is the first episode back in a new month, again, I try to mention this as rarely as possible, just once a month, but if you've been really enjoying this series, I would humbly request that maybe you consider becoming a channel patron or a channel member. Become a patron, you can check out the Patreon link in the description down below. Become a channel member if you'd rather not use Patreon. You can click the join button that's right below the video, or you can use the other link that is in the description down below. Again, it is never an obligation, so never feel like it is. It does really help the channel, though. It really helps sustain the channel. It really helps keep us, as I say always, alive and running smoothly, and it really helps especially with regards to long-running series. So I greatly appreciate all the support I get from there. I want to mention as well, though, again, it is not an obligation, so please don't feel any pressure to become a patron or a channel member or anything like that. It is greatly appreciated, but I just always like to make it absolutely clear that, that no pressure there, no obligation. That's why I mention it so rarely. Anyway, with all that said and done, I do believe it is time to get this party started, as it were. I want to mention really quickly, though, as we take a look at some of these, little details and whatnot, that yes, last session had to be postponed or delayed or what have you. Again, I try to get the word out when I know it's about to go down. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you might want to consider doing that. And if you don't have a Twitter, then I do link to my Twitter account in the description of every video I ever release. So, if a video is missing and you're wondering where it is, you can check it out. You should be able to see my tweets even if you don't have Twitter yourself or if you're not following me. And I usually give a warning about a delay or anything like that. This week was particularly special. Of course, there was some big news that dropped that I wanted to cover on the channel, and it took... oh man, it took a lot of time. It took a lot of, a couple of late nights, a couple of all-nighters, but we're past it now, and now we're back to our regular schedule. So for those of you that were worried and were asking, no, Workers and Resources Soviet Republic has not been canceled. We are continuing full steam ahead. We can't stop now that our dreams have just taken flight. Can we? Man, that is honestly, it's just cool to see this in the air even. I'm tempted to just no matter what happens in this episode, I'm tempted to kind of use this as the thumbnail. Look at that. How dope is this, man? Come on. Right? This game is so damn cool, man. Oh. And it just feels so much cooler because so much of it is self-made. If this was just me putting down, clicking a bunch of times and a bunch of buildings popped up just with a, click, 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 it's all done. That, it would still look cool, sure. But because so many of these buildings, I would say 80 to 90% of what you're seeing here was made by the blood, sweat, and tears of our own people, by the resources from our own land. It just feels so much more impactful. I mean, maybe I'm the only one who thinks that way. I'm sure at least some of y'all agree. But damn, damn. This is so cool. All right. Sorry, I digress. Let's take a look at some of our numbers over here real quick. Population's looking pretty good, actually. If we take a look at this year as a whole so far, over the course of just kind of 2 months and a bit, we are seeing the population rise again, so that's good. 21 plus is obviously, still fluctuating a little bit. We're going to do a big kind of housing development in the very near future, so that'll help with this significantly. Though unemployment, look at that dip, eh? The thing about unemployment is, it's funny, I get a lot of comments about unemployment, housing being this constant issue, and how I should just spend some of this gratuitous amount of wealth I have in just building these things. And I totally agree. I want to make it clear that while I'm talking about these comments, I totally see where you're coming from, and I totally agree as well. The only thing to consider as well is, while we can definitely reduce the numbers so it's a better balance, the reality is that at the end of the day, when we build more houses, these 21 pluses move to those houses. They have more babies. Now those babies become adults, and now we've got higher unemployment. And now we also have 21 pluses increasing again because those babies eventually become adults. It's like the endless game loop, basically, right? So that's something to consider as well. It'll always, so to speak, be a problem. Now, with that said, we can obviously do a better job of it than we're doing right now, but it will always kind of be like that is the loop, basically. Anyway, on the topic of loops, one thing I do need to do is fix the situation over here. As many of you pointed out, I've made a bit of a mistake in putting this too close to the bridge over here. So we're going to go ahead and actually move this up, and because it will not demolish while paused, we're going to go ahead and unpause. I think we've checked everything we need to check. Yeah, we're good. Where's my plane? There it is. Yeah. It's so cool. Actually, you know what? I did get a request to watch a landing, so why don't we did get a landing when we first got the planes, but, no harm in getting another one. We are in regular speed. Gonna dip down, flip back up. Again, they do the little, they do actually fly around the airport to lower their altitude before ultimately landing, and that's what I was kind of hoping for and expecting the game to do, and it looks like it does in fact do that. So that's pretty cool. I forgot the best way to watch this landing go down, because yeah, it shoots past the airport, does a little loop around, and then starts reducing altitude to get ready to land. It's just neat. It's a nice touch. Did I have to do it? No, it does it though, and it's cool. It adds that layer of realism. Oh, and it's so neat. You can see the other plane taxiing, I suppose, to the runway to take off itself. And by the way, you can see the animations up front. You can see all the little animations as the nose dips and stuff like that as the landing gear comes out as well. Here we go. And here you'll see, I think you see a little tilt as well. I do believe yeah, there it is. Boom, the rear legs do come down first. There's our landing. It's a good amount of detail on the animations and stuff that happen. It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm actually glad I bought this one to just see the nose and all that animate. It's just I expected the landing gear would animate on every plane, but there's some niftier details over there. Anyway, back over here to where we were before we got distracted. Let's go ahead and get, now it's been suggested that I do go for that larger station here. I don't know if it'll fit as nicely. I don't know if we need that many tracks as well, truth be told. Yes, it'll be a pretty busy station. We could nudge everything back a little bit, but I don't think we need. I'll be honest. I don't think we need this over here. We might need it. It might have been good to have over here. I don't know. I might be making a mistake over here, but we can always correct it later if we have to. Just as a reminder as well, the last time we put one of these down was up over here, and this used to be a smaller station, and we just kind of made our adjustments as necessary, right? So we can always go back in and retrofit the various parts of the nation. I do like the station we did have selected because it was a decent. What is this? Ooh, you're kind of fancy, aren't you? 700 passengers only, though. Well, this is pretty cool. This is a cool station. I did get some new mods, actually. I think this is one of them. Oh, this is pretty dope. I might actually be tempted. Nah, it's too. We'll find a home for it though. That is a pretty cool one. Now the one that I wanted to use was the one that has room for 1,000 passengers. Oh, this one's also massive. Don't think we need that much though. Where are you, buddy? It's like every time I get new mods, I get thrown off. There we go. The Solo station. I feel like that's a reasonable way to go. Hopefully. I could be horribly mistaken, but we'll find out together, I suppose. Go ahead and remove this. And like I said, we can always adjust this. As long as we don't go too densely packed over here, we can always adjust this. And I'm trying to get better at that. I know it's a very real problem I have where I let things get too densely packed. I'm trying to get better at that. If I go ahead and put you down over here. would I be able to... Oops. Get the tracks down. Like so. Looks like it if I get rid of the electrical connection over here. So let's go ahead and get rid of... I don't like... Using the bulldozer makes me a little nervous sometimes. Get rid of you. And let's pause. Let's get rid of you, because I'll need that over there as well, I think. Hopefully this will work. A little bit of flattening required. There we go. Too steep to go too far. That's fine. Hook up like this. And hook up like this. You know what? I think I'm going to have to pull that bridge back a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull that bridge back a little bit. And that's fine. I think I'll also have to pull this back a little bit. Because realistically, we want to make sure that a train has room to kind of wait here if it has to pass through, which is a little unfortunate because I do like the placement we have over here. But that's okay. Get rid of you. Get rid of our tracks over here and over here. There we go. Ah, what train is this? Train's coming through over here. Okay, well, I just gotta wait until that passes through. Not a problem, not a problem. This will be a little bit of our episode, just kicking off with these adjustments, and then we'll be diving into some of the bigger projects we're currently in the middle of. Oh, come on, this had to get... That's fine, it's not the end of the world. Unless it does that, in which case I have to do this, that. Pay for you, there we go. Not the end of the world. Okay, so let's figure this out a bit more cleanly here, shall we? I think I was a little overly excited last session. I dove in a little too aggressively. We'll need to adjust the ground a bit more if we want the bridge to happen further down. We'll have to like lift this up a little bit. That's fine. We'll have to lift this side up as well. Let's go ahead and flatten to this height because that worked pretty well, I would say. And you know what, let's go ahead and pay for it. Stay away from those tracks before I auto-build something that I will regret auto-building. There we go. I do quite like this like bridge thing. I'm glad that got recommended and suggested, and you know we were able to get it done, and I'm glad it works that way as well. And it looks cool too, so very happy to be doing that, I guess. Alright, now again, right, like this, the tracks eventually go up, so we can't go too far down this way to execute in this bridged approach, so to speak. So hopefully this does the trick. Oops, there we go. Now how can we, well, first of all, thank you. Just want to get rid of these. It bothers me to no end. Let's go ahead and get, you know, if we're redoing this entire section, then maybe we do go ahead and get the larger modded, I don't know about this one. This one's massive, right? It takes 3,000 passengers. This one takes only 700, but it looks cool. That's my temptation. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, fine. You know what? Let's do it. 700 passengers. It does worry me. I'll be honest. I kind of wish it had a bigger capacity. But we'll see if we can't make it work. Go ahead and flatten you over here. I think this should work. Trying to figure out like the right amount of room, obviously, for the tracks to do what they need to do. Train, go ahead. Yeah, flatten away. All right. And then the the tracks themselves, and you can see I have to do some power work over here. Also because I've obviously cut this connection. It should be paused actually. All right, let's see. That's not right. That's not right at all. Back to you. Man, the lack of alignment sometimes kills me. Like I don't know why it can be so janky sometimes. I just need like that half degree inside, and sometimes going all the way around like a 360 spin will help, but it's not looking like it right now. Come on. You know what I need, game? God damn it. Yeah. I think we'll just have to be okay with a little bit of imperfection over here. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm not going to spend so much time dawdling about that. A bit further back. This station is massive. I don't know if this will work. Don't know if this will work. Down to here. Maybe down to here. Sure, let's try that. Put the tracks out. Do wish the sun was up. Pull you out to, let's say... What kind of a length do we want, actually? Hold on. Do we get train lengths now? Because I'm getting track lengths. What is your length? I do not get a length, eh? Alright, that's fine. What about if I do... I hope you can see. I know it's kind of dark right now. I hope you can see. I just want the length of this train, damn. Oh, there we go. Cool. It's 124 meters long. Alright, cool. So 124 meters long is good enough to fit one of these trains. So, let's see. I don't know if these trains will be as long. That's 53 plus 63. That's 100 and... 53 plus 63. It's 116, right? 117 here. It's a bit longer. I don't know if this will work. I don't think it will. Yeah, I didn't think so, because it's going to overlap with the construction over there. And you know what? I need the sun. I need the sun to be up, so let's go ahead and double speed a little bit. I know we're having some power troubles right now. It'll just be overnight, and then as the sun comes up, we can actually see what's going on. I was starting to, like, get super squinty there. Alright, let's see. We go 60. That's really not a nice looking curve. What if we just go straight from here to here? It will be a little bit short of 100. Let's see. 96, are you kidding me? Come on, man. Alright, folks, I am glad I time-lapsed that, or maybe I edited it out. I'm pretty sure I would have time-lapsed that to kind of show you the process that that took us to here. I have the footage nonetheless, so I'll make that editing decision later when the time comes, but that was a bit more of an undertaking than I'd anticipated. That ended up taking close to, like, I don't know, 30 to 35-ish minutes to get all this established. Holy crap. But I'm definitely glad we took the time out today to do that and to establish all this, because I feel like it'll save us a lot of heartache in the future. Now, is it exactly how I'd like it to be? I mean, they're actually, yeah, again, this happens every time, and if you watch like Planet Zoo on this channel as well, you'll be familiar with this, me kind of going in afterwards and being like, well, actually, you know what, the results of that time-lapse is good, but it could be a little bit better, and I'll just kind of like go in and make a couple of tweaks. So I hope you don't mind me just making a couple of tweaks over here, just to finesse this, doing these tweaks in like real time, just because I feel like it could be a little bit better. Now, I don't know if if this will cooperate as much as things tend to with Planet Zoo. It's a bit more flexible, that game, but you know, we can definitely finesse some of this stuff, I think. Yeah, not exactly what I'm trying to accomplish with this fix over here. It's just this little bump over here that I really don't like, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. No, I think this is just like making the situation even worse. All I can really do is raise stuff up and then hope that it kind of like smooths a bit more nicely, I suppose. Sure, oh my god, that's hideous. I was very close to saying it is what it is, but like, there we go. That's a little bit better, I guess. I mean, we'll never see things from this angle, but yeah, I should just get over it. All right, fair enough. There we go. I'm over it. We're moving on. But yeah, there you go. So we've got a larger station over here. Again, now I don't know what I've edited out and kept in and what I said, so I apologize if I repeat myself a little bit. But I didn't think we needed the massive Vozkal medium station that with the 4 tracks. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm gonna live to regret that decision, but if that's the case, then we've already retrofitted this space once today. We can retrofit it again in the future as well, but really excited to see how the station actually looks, and I also feel like it's more impressive than that Vozkal medium one and then the station we had before, which is neat for any tourists coming through, you know, to be one of the first things you see is this rather interesting structure. I feel like is a cool it is a cool kind of welcome, if you will. All right, we can finally actually hit play, and I think I'm actually ready to let this construction begin. Initially, I was going to hold off on it. Let's go ahead and pay for this upgrade, and let's also go ahead and pay for this upgrade to these guys. Yes, pay for you and pay for you. I see no reason to wait on this construction. Yeah, I think we're good. What I'm actually trying to figure out, though, is we've got the bus over here, right? Right now, these guys, they get picked up. I guess they'd get taken up over here. Oh, man, that's actually quite a loop to get to this side. We'd probably be better off having a connection from over here as well. Something from over here up to there. Hook up to that overpass. See if we can't do something kind of like that. There we go. Cool. I'm kind of okay with that. Kind of ish, sort of. Be a little bit nicer to look at, I think. We do this kind of a thing. Not the biggest fan of it. Well, the infrastructure's in the way. You are the infrastructure, buddy. You're seeing you see what I'm trying to like to do over here, right? We'll add some trees and stuff over here. We'll pretty it up, and hopefully that ramp looks okay. It looks hideous. Why? The terrain smoothing needs to be, I mean, I don't know. Probably hard to make that better, but it's one of the things that causes a lot of the ugliness, I would say, is when the terrain, you know, stays lumpy, doesn't smooth perfectly. It just really makes things kind of, well, ugly, for lack of a better word, I guess. Try and do this kind of a thing. Come on, buddy, I believe in you. I'll God damn it! It bothers me so much, folks. I'm sorry. Listen. One last time. Just gotta smooth this part out. There. Much better. Infinitely better. I'll take it. Now, this is a bit of a ramp, but that's okay. It's not an unreasonable ramp. Cool. So yeah, now the bus over here can loop around and go over this way. Much shorter than going up this way, having to go up, having to go over, and then you might as well go that way. Because the idea is that this bus stop will use this bridge, and this bus stop will use this bridge, right? So let's go ahead and actually upgrade all these roads, and let's go ahead and, yeah, take on, hold on, first of all, tracks, do I want to commission you? No, not yet, not yet. We'll do the tracks afterwards, and I think we'll actually just pay for the tracks. Again, use that exorbitant amount of wealth for something, right? So you turn on auto build, should be safe, yes. Shift, click. All of this, good stuff. Turn off auto build, and hit play. Alright, good. Alright, and of course, our wiring as well needs to be commissioned. Done. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. That was something. That was something. Go and get the grass back over here. There we go. That's looking decent. Go ahead and pay for you as well, buddy. Get it done. Cool. Very cool. I'm still very pleased with this overall space. I mean, that's why I decided, like, let's just time lapse this, because I don't want to rush it. I don't want it to feel like I wanted to make sure it would work smoothly and it would be fine. And through some trials and tribulations, it's doing okay. Now, there are actually a couple of more things I want to add over here. We already have a cinema. We have a couple of gyms and a bowling alley going down over here. I did take a look at some more mods, and I do have some interesting mods that I want to include over here still. If I take a look at the sports playground, where are you? There we go, the big sports hall. Now, this is actually a tourist attraction as well, but that doesn't mean we can't put it down over here and have our citizens have primary access to it, and then our tourists will have to walk quite a bit further. I could also alternatively put it down like up over here or something, or maybe over here, though I don't know if any of our citizens will be able to reach it from if it's all the way up over there. Might be a little bit harder. We could also establish some stuff over here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set it up so I can kind of copy this entire block over, more or less, and establish block upon block on the other side of St. Elitesburg, right? And I kind of jigsaw puzzle you in here. Sort of. Let's see what we can do here. This is encapsulated infrastructure, but like not really though, is it? That's not really the problem now, is it? What if I pop you down over here? Will I be able to connect you? Crossing not allowed. Let's see. Nah, it's not gonna slip through there. No, I do not want to destroy the bowling alley, thank you. I can like try and crack through here. I don't think it's gonna fly. Okay, okay, okay. And the footpath will kind of maintain that tree-ish look if possible. Oh, come on. Don't screw up my vibe here, man. Come on now. What if I... Nope. If I have to, then I'll be fine with it, but... And recreate what we were going for earlier. I'll be very pleased. Nah, it looks messy. Alright, fair enough. Adapt, overcome. Right? Yeah. Looks like that's what we're gonna have to do here. Fair enough. Hook you up like so. Now we can also get a footpath back over here. That should give these guys easier access. We can also get a footpath up over here. I think I prefer that. To one back over here. Yeah, and I think that'll give a lot of people access. Beautiful. In fact, just too far away from the hotel. But if they go to the bus stop down here, if tourists go to the bus stop over here, then they will be able to walk over to the big sports hall, and that to me is interesting. All right, cool. I do wonder if I want to get another bridge over here. It might look quite cool. It might not work at all. I think it probably, yeah, I don't think it'll work because of the height situation. But let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm not gonna like belabor this, but I just want to see if. Yeah, there's like no chance here, right? What if I start a little bit further up? Yeah, there's no chance here. Fair enough. It was never the original idea anyway, so like I'm not too fussed about that or anything. I do wonder, though, if I want to, like, loop this back somehow, maybe. Raise you up a little bit. Why would I loop this back? I don't know. I can tell you. But I'm just trying to see if we can get a nice kind of, like, shape or something going over here. Yeah, see, I like that. Like, there's something about it. It just feels good, I guess. I wonder if... Is there a value of having a bus stop over here? I guess not, because we'll just drop passengers off over here, and they'll walk over to the sports complexes and the bowling alleys. Yeah, I think that makes sense. We can actually maybe do something here as well. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't think so. Very cool. All right, very pleased with this, actually. Very pleased with this. Okay, so that's that taken care of. That's this taken care of as well with the station and everything. We've got the bus stop over here. That's all good. And you know what? I've been called a bit of a hoarder for having all these harvesters ticking around. Where are you? Where'd they go? So maybe I should just sell them. I was thinking, yeah, no, you know what? Like, give me a couple more episodes, folks, because I will be getting another agro farm down soon. I think we're kind of reaching our limit over here, so we will be putting down another agro farm soon, down over here probably, and we'll need that. Or if not down there, then somewhere up over here. Now, what's really interesting actually is, so we've been talking a lot about doing our nuclear city, which is still on the books, but the latest update from the developers, like they do an update every Friday, I believe it is. The latest update has mentioned that they will be doing sort of sustainable energy, like renewable energy as well. That's kind of a part of the next big update that's coming. It'll be cleaner, but it'll also be less efficient. That seems to be the balancing act. So it'll produce, it'll be primarily solar and wind power. They will produce less power than, say, a coal power plant or a nuclear power plant. But it's obviously clean, it causes no pollution and things like that. So I'll be curious to see how that gets integrated and where that gets integrated for our glorious nation. I do still want to do nuclear power, but it's just a heads up of that's what's coming. They haven't revealed much more than that in the latest sort of blog post, if you will. All right, kind of done over here. I just want to move up over to here. I want to see the circumstances, the situation up over here really quickly before we continue down south. Where is our car dealership? You're here. Where is the vehicle that's headed over right now? Do you have any vehicles? Neither of you do. Why don't we send you both back from wherever you are? I do need more cars up over here. And the best way to like ensure it happens is to find a truck that is carrying those vehicles and then direct it immediately. There we go. We got at least a couple picked up over here. You're headed up to Brixtonia. No, you're going from Brixtonia. Oh, sorry. This is for here. My bad. You. What I want eyes on. Going to Baraharad Small Customs Office. Export cars. Fair enough. I kind of wonder if I should stop the export of cars while we're waiting for cars to be delivered up to Veterinkagrad, right? Because it's such a short route from Baraharad to here. Let's at least temporarily stop this export. Temporarily. It'll still do its route. We'll just have to remember to come back there and reactivate it. Okay, so that's that. Now over here is where things get kind of interesting. Can I use the clone tool and clone... How much of this do I want to clone? I wonder if I can clone this entire section. Right down to here. Right down to here, sure. Try that, and we'll obviously swap out the touristy area. This is a massive block to... Oh my god, look at that lag. This is a massive block to try and copy at once. I don't think it'll work. We'll need a lot of like terrain flattening and whatnot. But you know, this is a pretty flat area of the nation, so it might actually work almost right out the box. And that doesn't look like it. Doesn't quite look like it. Now what am I looking at over here? I guess we've kind of flipped this around to do it like... Taking so long for it to register my like clicks and mouse movements. It's kind of funny. If we flip you around like so, will you fit more nicely? Oh, you know what? That's actually surprisingly close to fitting as is. Would not have expected that. I wish you could like check a box and say like place everything that's green or everything that's yellow and ignore what's red. It really is the smallest details. Yeah, you know, this might actually work. By flattening over here, I don't know how much of a difference that'll make. It looks like it's worsening some circumstances and improving others. Top half is looking good. The bottom half is seeing a bit of conflict. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's go ahead and not even like letting me cancel. Come on. There we go. Building on fire. I'll check in on this as well. Fire truck has been called. I think there's one pretty close. A fire station, I mean. Yeah, there you are. I need to get some more fire trucks in the area. I'll be for real. I need to get some more fire trucks in the area. Because I need to get some more firefighters in the area just in general. Because it's if there's 2 fires that happen down there at the same time, we're screwed. So I should definitely consider that. I also need to get a gas station at near the airport and a gas station down over here as well. Definitely, it was pointed out in the comments, and it's an excellent point. Let's actually go ahead and do that first before I forget. And we'll come back to it and sort it out afterwards. A gas station over here, I think, works nicely. Just because, like, this is where buses will spend a lot of their time. I don't want to put a gas station up over here. We have enough flammable material near the airport, I think. Put this gas station down over here. Yep, sounds good to me. Should have access to power. Gotta have access to power, right? Why can't I see? Must you be built first? Maybe, but I mean it's definitely got power. Okay, fair enough. And then down over here we need another gas station as well. Maybe like somewhere down over here isn't a bad idea. Can we squeeze you in here? Probably not. Definitely not. Okay, you know, just before you get onto the bridges, also do this kind of a thing. Haven't used a one-way gas station, have I? Got you in here. Do we have room? We have fire extinguished. Good stuff. Don't think we have a room for that, actually. What about down here? Too much infrastructure in the way. Yeah, okay, let's just stick to our regular gas station then. Cool. Pop you down. Like so. Neat. Let the people build it. While they're building it, we will go ahead and... Because again, right now it's not like super urgent, but in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and flatten height from center. Just like it's such a big tract of land that we're trying to flatten over here. Maybe like this kind of a thing. Guess we can try flattening up over here as well. I don't know how much... Like, it's like the most marginal amount of flattening, you know? Most of it's actually pretty good. Here, there we go. With the auto build. Try and clone this again. Maybe we should, like, do smaller chunks. Yes, that thought has crossed my mind. Probably not a terrible idea. Like, what if we do just... like that loop down there? What if we do... that? Will you fit? Oh my god, that lag. Alright. There we go. Maybe I do build another tourist center up over there. Nah, that's too close to the existing tourist center. We'll get rid of all the tourism stuff and replace it with more, like, stuff that our citizens can use. Alright, let's go. I wonder what from like a technical perspective causes this much of a lag spike when we're trying to duplicate, trying to clone. Doing okay. Oh my god, it's a bit much. Maybe I should do this in parts. Come on, cancel the clone. Come on. There we go. It's hilarious to me. All right, let's start with the bottom over here. Yeah. I'm wondering if I want to include the this bus stop. I'm also wondering if I want to include the like hospital and stuff, but I think we'll do those later and separately. Right, so we do this kind of a thing. Come on, man, I just need that little bit of road. Sure. No, not gonna let me. Fair enough. Let's do this for now. My apologies. Oh. It's still not. The clone tool could use some work. It's a great addition. But it's also, I mean, I guess it's also a result of me making things so densely packed. Alright, here we go. Just get over the lag over here. There we go. Of course, that road is too big to... Really? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. In that case, let's try and clone... just up to here. Maybe that'll be better. We can fill in the blanks. Feeling a little bit better. Okay. There we go. Can we flatten this out? Just the corner there, the bottom right corner. Very close, but it looks like the... Oh! Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. I know this will fit, but is this where we want to place it, is the other question. And do I have the patience to deal with this lag? I don't think this is too bad. I don't think it's too bad at all, actually. And that bridge will carry through the middle line, as it were. Yeah, that works for me. It's so cool seeing the plane go by. Granted, extremely laggy right now, but still cool. What if we do that? Yeah, let's try that. Come on now. Come on now. I clicked already. I think there we go. There was a sound effect for it, at least. Yes, beautiful. Wild. The amount of lag. Alright, cool. It's only when it's being visualized, by the way. Not when... If I hover over here, it immediately picks up the pace. It's kind of funny. So the idea is we should be able to... Well, we'd have to, like, demolish this a little bit. But we should be able to pull out straight from the bridge. So let's go ahead and... pull straight out from the bridge. Alright, gonna have to curve things a little bit. Because again, the idea is this is the main road, as it were. Yeah. A little bit of flattening here. Alright, can you carry through? Nope, we're gonna have to demolish all these a little bit. Alright, pulling you through. Do I want to... Yeah, it looks like we're pretty flat, actually, so that's good. Nice and clean. Pull you right through. I don't quite like that. Easier for us to just kind of cancel this and then go ahead and do that. At least now we know there's not like a weird point in the middle where it's janky, you know, where it like kind of like rotates a little bit or anything like that. Gotta go ahead and put down a waypoint. Never remember where the waypoints are. There we go. Cancel that. You straight down. Not my favorite intersection in our glorious nation, but it'll do. Gotta go ahead and connect these. I am not yet ready to commit to the construction of all these buildings. Just as a heads up, so we're gonna go ahead and cancel the road over here. So none of this gets built yet. I want to make sure that all this is properly like figured out before we allow our people to start building it. And again, we're probably actually going to just auto build a lot, if not all of this, because again, we have the money. We have the money. Continue onwards a little bit over here. There we go. And we... Beautiful, I think. Neat. Alright. So that's got a bunch of housing. What does the footpath actually do over here? Just kind of like goes, doesn't it? That's weird. Why? Why do we do that? Why don't we connect you over here? Cancel that. Actually upgrade what's left here. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why I left that as it was. Upgrade you as well, why not? While we're at it. Alright, so the footpath then over here should do the same thing, where you will connect over here, and everything up over here will cancel. Alright, that's all of our roads done. Again, it doesn't have to be an exact match, just trying to do something similar. Now, it looks like the parking lot over here didn't get brought in. Not the end of the world, these are just roads, right? Yeah, so let's go ahead and get rid of you and you as well. And I wonder if just like a shortcut way to copy. Not perfectly lined up, but is that the end of the world? Do we even need this one? You know, maybe we don't. We'll figure it out. We'll see what the situation is as this gets closer to complete. Now, this is the other bus stop, right? I believe. Yeah, that's this bus stop over here. Do we not have everything connected properly? This was never connected to begin with. We need a road. Like, kind of goes up and down over here. Like so. That is if we want this to connect. Sure. Go ahead and cancel this further up. There we go. And then this would connect like this, I guess. Right. Go like this kind of a thing. Again, it doesn't have to match exactly. Cool. So we have this bus stop down over here. We're gonna have a bus stop over here. We have a bus stop over here as well. I don't actually know if we need this one. I feel like this one might be overkill. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fine down here. Now this is also where things get a little interesting, isn't it? This road. Yeah, so we're gonna want to cancel that. Pull this over. This is where like the supply of food and stuff goes over to here from. Gotta clean this up a little bit. So connect you and connect you. Hook you up here and you up over. Ah, come on now. Wonder if I want this to be. Or we can, yeah, great. Do that. We can get some more houses here if we want to, or maybe tourism stuff or sports stuff or something. Fair enough. These guys are all okay. Is this actually road, or is that supposed to be... Yeah, that is actually road. What we do over here is we pull this over and around. Right? Like so. Pull you up like this. Can we not find a nice middle ground? Sure, I guess that'll do the trick. Alright, cool. The warehouse. We have the factory connections? We don't. Now, the factory connections are actually important here. Like, to be, kind of as they were. Okay, good. Good. Were you not ever connected? Oh, actually, you know what? You weren't connected. Oh, okay. Wild. Alright, fine. Fair enough. Glad I noticed that. I wouldn't pay for that. Good stuff. I think we're mostly done here, then. Yeah, everything seems connected as it's supposed to be. Everything seems like it'll work as it's supposed to. Cool. And that's only half the work, though, obviously. We have all these playgrounds. Ah, I see. Now, did the playgrounds copy over? They did. Okay, wonderful. So we can go ahead and connect these guys as well. I could barely see the yellow against the brown. That's why I couldn't tell what was going on over there with the these floating footpaths, as it were. Alright, okay. So that's that done. We got education. We've got food and clothes. We've got... This is a self-sustaining unit, right? That's a self-sustaining unit. Now, over here... Do I even want to clone this, actually? Is the question. Or would I rather clone this and flip it around? Let's see, if I do decide to clone this... Just an experiment over here. If I do decide to clone this... And flip it around... Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you, game. Can I, if I go here and there we go, beautiful. That's the hack. That's the trick. Okay, this is way too like long, so to speak. But the buildings, though, the buildings, we're missing the bus stop over here, like this one, right? But do we need it? If I go ahead and clone everything over here, let's say. So let's go and flip you around. Hook you up like this. Something to consider. You know what? I'll have to think about that. Let's go ahead and hit play for now. And oh wait, hey, on the 1st of April, all this got placed down. I don't know if that's a bad sign or a good sign, but I do think this should work rather nicely. What I would like to accomplish, though, is a bridge over here as well. Now I don't know if we can get over this because this is already a raised area, as it were, but we could try, and that way we'll have another, you know, bridge over here, and it becomes the three kind of bridges of St. Elitesburg. So there's something about, you know, like an area marked on because of the number of bridges. Like this is a thing, right? It's like what I like Paris, Manhattan, right? Like it's a thing, and it's cool. Maybe I'm being a little silly, but I've always thought it was like a neat little thing. Let's see if we can't get a third bridge in here. 2 bridges is neat, is neat as well, but 3 bridges is where it's at. Let's go ahead and, if I check auto build over here, are you gonna build everything? You're not, right? Okay, good. Every time I get so nervous. It's because once or twice I've auto built entire like sections of track and giving myself a heart attack when we didn't have that much money. It used to be a lot scarier, obviously, but that's where that fear, that residual fear, is from. All right, there we go. Again, it's not all that expensive or anything. You know what? I wonder if we should just go ahead with this. Like, what are we waiting for? Is my question. I'm gonna go ahead and connect this. Part of me wants to let it be built by our construction offices because it'll give so much employment. The only thing that's like really missing here, I would say, is all of the gym stuff, like the sports stuff and the culture stuff. But I feel like we can fit that in here just as we've done everything else. Like I think it'll work pretty nicely, so I'm not too worried about waiting for that to be in place. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go to you and go to you. All right, cool. We don't auto build this whole damn place without intent. I might just auto build the entire area just anyway, but if I do it, I want to make sure that click is intentional. I don't think this will fly, folks. Don't think this will fly. Let's try it. Turn off auto build over to our concrete bridge over here. Yeah, this is... Oh, hello. Okay, that's a pleasant surprise. Can we do it over here, though? Infrastructure below. The reason why I want to do it over here is because I feel like it would work a bit nicer. But I wouldn't mind where we do have the opportunity. Higher up. If we start up over here, yeah, we could. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. Let's see if we can't get it to start and end up like roughly at the same spot. There we go. So start like here-ish and like here-ish. There we go, something like that. All right. Yeah. Not exactly what I was hoping for. We gotta lower this side a little bit. Just a touch. That's probably better as well for the road leading up to the bridge. Let's see. Now will you work from over here? It might with a lot of struggling, I think. Oh, hello. Alright. How do you look? okay. Need to be a bit more raised over here. A bit lower over here. That might just do the trick. We're close. We're very close. I'm actually shocked that it would actually even allow this to begin with, to be frank. Come on. There we go. There it is. That looks much better. That looks much more intentional. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Got that. And again, it kind of lines up. It's not going to be perfect, but that's just that's fine. It's not a big deal. So how would we actually go about connecting this, though? Will you, too steep of a descent, no surprise there. Can I average this a little bit? Smooth the ride down from this hill. Steep. No surprise there. I mean, what we could try and do is this kind of a thing. Let's see. Nah, it's not gonna fly. I was wondering if we could like have the bridge start a little bit sooner. Let's see. What if we do this? It's just a matter of like getting it the right amount of smooth. And then we can like do this kind of a thing. I wonder if I want to demolish this so it actually becomes like a smoother T, or if I'm fine with this. I think I'm fine with this. That's not too steep. Game's just exaggerating. That's a perfect amount of steepness. Not a very clean road though. That's better. Nice. Over here, it's unfortunate that it's not perfectly lined up on both sides, but listen, look. I'm happy enough with it as it is. It's fine. I'm just trying to figure out which way, how I would like to hook it up though. Cancel you. Go ahead and average this out. Might want to pay for this. This maybe. There we go. A little bit faster. A little too steep of a descent. Like right off, like literally falling off a cliff over here. So fair. But it just auto build a bunch of stuff. I did, didn't I? That's your construction. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's all we did. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know about this actually. I don't know if this will work. I'm gonna flatten this. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That's actually quite nice. And again, it's not like too much of a ridiculous hill or anything. Reference San Francisco. Go ahead and get the grass back. Looking pretty good. Definitely like man-made. It's definitely not like natural, right? But don't hate it. Whoa, that was not what I wanted. Now smooth this out a bit more. So again, it feels a bit more like natural, if you will. Just a gradual kind of like shift in topography. Topography, both. Average. Go, can we raise this a bit more? And again, we'll put down like trees and stuff and make it all pretty and otherwise occupied, I guess, used. Neat. Definitely to get like a transformer somewhere out over here to provide power to this side of the city. Use our second power plant properly, right? How are we doing in terms of tourism down over here? 13 tourists. 7 waiting there. 5 waiting here. Okay, fair enough. I think we need more tourism buses. This upgrade done over here. I think we might need more tourist buses. This went down from 5 to 3. People are clearly tired of waiting over here. Alright. Back up to here. Do we have any one of those vehicles from one of these spots, from like Veteran-Grad's car dealership? Nice. We actually have some vehicles headed over. Beautiful. About time. These guys are headed over as well. Bring you over to here, actually. Veteran-Grad, yeah. That'll, I think, do the trick. That should at least bring some more balance to where the cars are distributed. Okay, so this is all good. This is all getting built. This is all getting built. Okay, good stuff. We'll take care of a lot of our people's needs, a lot of our tourists' needs as well. This is going to start getting built again. I might just pay for this. Y'all let me know what you think. I think I might just pay for this to quickly take care of some of our issues here, though, to be fair, that number has dropped significantly. Though I think that number has dropped significantly as well, so I think it's because a bunch of people turned 30 and they decided to leave. Has it dropped significantly? That actually looks... I can't remember what we started with. I'll be completely honest with you, but this has definitely dropped. This looks like it's continued to go up without pause. So, alright, fair enough. What else are we looking for over here? Right, the gas stations. These guys, let's go ahead and just fund your construction, and let's go ahead and just fund your construction as well. Go ahead and pay for the road, and the road is done here. No, it's not. That's why the gas stations were not being built, by the way, because the road wasn't built yet. You over here, let's go ahead and add this and this as additional delivery points. Yep, good stuff. And it has been pointed out that I think this needs to be upped to 90%. Thank you for that, by the way. I noticed it in the comments. It was pointed out, and thank you. All right, what are we looking at? Otherwise, we're good. We're making cars. Yep, lots of cars. Good stuff. Good stuff. Up over here. Look at that. Look at this. Like, place is a buzz. I'm liking it. That's some people working down over here. Not enough to open up this sector, I would say, but it's starting. Now, if these new cars that get delivered don't further help provide employment over here, then we're gonna go ahead and get a bus to actually pick people up and drop them off right over here, because I'm only so patient. These people have minds of their own, obviously, but I do need them to do specific things from time to time, and this is one of those times, so we can open up that tourist spot. If we take a look at tourism right now, it's making us a fair bit of money, both from the east and from the west, so to speak. If you look at our score, 1.8, 1.9, all right. Take a look at this year as a whole. A lot of fluctuation. Whoa, hang on a second. Whoa, 4 tourists died. This is all a plot, I suppose. Hold on a second. Why did they die? What happened? What? An alcohol poisoning? No access to a... Do we need a hospital up over here? Is that... It's been suggested, and it's probably not a bad idea, because if you can have alcohol, you can have alcohol poisoning. I do wonder where those tourist deaths happened. We'll figure it out, though. Really excited for everything we've worked on today, folks, but I do believe this is where we're going to call it a session, I think. These expansions are going to take some time. Again, some of these we might just pay for, but damn, Uprising-Grad continues to rise up. But I guess this is, at this point, we're at St. Elitesburg, the satellite city to Uprising-Grad, right? But, such a cool game. Next time around, I think we'll get around to finally establishing some of the employment opportunities down over here and further refining our tourism situation. And then pretty soon now, we're going to plan our nuclear city as well. We're about there. 34 tourists arriving in this flight. That's excellent. Looks like the numbers are going up as there's that kind of like, oh, cool. Their numbers are going up as there are more and more. This is the problem. These buses are fairly close to each other. But yeah, numbers are going up as we do more tourism initiatives and stuff, I think. So that's pretty good. Folks, I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Things are getting bigger and bigger and more complex as time goes on. If you had a good time, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode as well, if you've been really enjoying this series, then you might want to check out my Patreon, or the decision to become a channel member is open as well. Of course, links to both of those are in the description down below. I want to give a Massive thanks on that note to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Again, y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.